2024. And tonight is election night in America, where America will vote who will be their next president of the United States. Today the race is between former Vice President Mike Pence under the Trump administration and incumbent U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris under the Biden administration. It is 7 p.m. on the East Coast and polls are closed in 6 states: Virginia, South Carolina, Indiana, Georgia, Kentucky, and Vermont. Out of the state of Vermont, CNN can project 3 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris. Out of the state of Virginia, CNN can project 13 electoral votes will be going to the Vice President Kamala Harris. But out of the state of South Carolina, we can project 9 electoral votes will be going to Mike Pence. And 11 electoral votes in the state of Indiana, the Vice President's home state, we can project that Mike Pence will be the winner. And out of the state of Kentucky, CNN can project another 6 electoral votes will be going to Vice President Pence. And we have a key race alert out of the state of Georgia. It is currently too close to call. Kamala Harris is currently ahead by a lengthy margin, 64.19% to 35.81%. 16 electoral votes are at stake. In our race to 270, Kamala Harris has 16 electoral votes, Mike Pence has 28 electoral votes, and toss-up there are 16 electoral votes from the state of Georgia. It is now 7:30 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have poll closings in the states of Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina, totaling up to a total of 37 electoral votes. Out of the state of West Virginia, CNN can project 4 electoral votes will be going to Mike Pence. And out of the state of Ohio, CNN can project 17 electoral votes will be going to the former vice president. Going on to a key race alert out of the state of North Carolina, currently too close to call, 16 electoral votes at stake. Mike Pence ahead by over 10 points with 6% of the estimated vote in. And out of the state of Georgia, another key race alert, 16 electoral votes at stake. The lead for Kamala Harris has come down a little bit, 54.35% to 45.65%, 15% of the estimated vote already in. Now taking a look at our electoral map on a race to 270 at this hour, 16 electoral votes currently for Kamala Harris, 49 for Mike Pence, and 32 votes that are currently tossed up. It is now 8 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have the largest batch of poll closings in the country, with 17 states closing their polls, totaling up to a total of 170 electoral votes. The states of Maine, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Delaware, Rhode Island, Mississippi, Tennessee, Connecticut, Washington, D.C., New Jersey, Massachusetts, Missouri, Illinois, Oklahoma, Florida, Alabama, and Maryland have now closed their polls. Out of the state of Maine, we can project 3 of the 4 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris. And out of the state of New Jersey, CNN can project 14 electoral votes will be going to the vice president. In Massachusetts, another 11 electoral votes will be going to Vice President Harris. Out of the state of New Hampshire, another 4 electoral votes we can project at this time will be going to Vice President Harris. And out of the state of Delaware, another 3 electoral votes CNN can project at this time will be going to the Vice President. In the state of Illinois, 19 electoral votes CNN can project Kamala Harris is the projected winner. Out of the state of Rhode Island, 3 electoral votes CNN can project Kamala Harris is the projected winner of the state of Rhode Island. Out of the state of Connecticut, 7 electoral votes CNN can project will be going to Kamala Harris. And out of the state of Maryland, 10 electoral votes we can project will be going to the former vice president. And out of the Washington District of Columbia, 3 electoral votes, a very big Democratic stronghold, CNN can project will be going to Kamala Harris. However, for Mike Pence, we do have some calls at this hour. Out of the state of Missouri, 10 electoral votes, CNN can project Mike Pence will be the projected winner. And out of the state of Oklahoma, 7 electoral votes we can now project will be going to the former vice president. Out of the state of Mississippi, 6 electoral votes we can project Mike Pence is the projected winner. And out of the state of Tennessee, CNN can project 11 electoral votes will be going to the former vice president. And out of the state of Alabama, 8 electoral votes Mike Pence is the projected winner, CNN can project. Going on to some of the key race alerts at this hour, out of the state of Florida, where 31 electoral votes are at stake, Mike Pence is the leader, 54.8% to 45.2%, 11% of the estimated vote in. We're waiting for a lot more votes to come in. And out of the state of Pennsylvania, currently too close to call, 19 electoral votes at stake, 57.21% for the vice president, 42.79% for the incumbent vice president, 18% of the estimated voting. Mike Pence currently ahead. And a key race alert out of the state of Maine, 2nd congressional district, where 1 electoral vote is at stake. Kamala Harris is currently ahead with 50.2% of the vote, compared to former Vice President Mike Pence, 49.8% of the vote, with 22% of the estimated vote in the district already in. Going on to a key race alert out of the state of North Carolina, where 16 electoral votes are at stake. Mike Pence currently ahead 52.15% to Kamala Harris's 47.85%. Out of the state of Georgia, currently too close to call, 16 electoral votes at stake, with 50% of the estimated vote in. Kamala Harris is ahead by a lesser margin, 51.45%, to Mike Pence, 48.55%. Taking a look at the race to 70, Harris takes the lead in the race to make history as America's first female president. 93 electoral votes for Kamala Harris, 91 electoral votes for Mike Pence, with 83 electoral votes currently in the toss-up column. Going on to our poll closings at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Arkansas have now closed their polls with 6 electoral votes at stake. CNN can project out of the state of Arkansas 6 electoral votes. Mike Pence is the projected winner. And out of Maine's 2nd congressional district, we can project Mike Pence is the projected winner, taking the state's 1 electoral vote. A big call out of the state of Florida at 8:30 p.m. on the East Coast, 31 electoral votes. We can now project Mike Pence will be carrying the state of Florida. Going on to the key race alert at this hour in the state of North Carolina, 16 electoral votes at stake, with 67% of the estimated vote in. Pence holds steady in the race, 51.1% to 48.9% for Kamala Harris, currently looking good for former Vice President Pence. And in the state of Georgia, Pence is now taking the lead with 16 electoral votes at stake, and he's now ahead with 78% of the estimated vote in, 50.45% to 49.55% for Kamala Harris. And out of the crucial state of Pennsylvania, 19 electoral votes at stake. Pence, the leader right now, currently too close to call, 54.1% for Pence, 45.9% for Harris, with 50% of the estimated vote in. Looking at the race for 270, Pence takes the lead for the race for the White House, with Kamala Harris having 93 electoral votes, Mike Pence being at 129, and the toss-up column currently being at 51 electoral votes. It is now 9 p.m. on the East Coast, and we currently have the largest batch of battleground state poll closings, with this is New York, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Texas, Kansas, and Louisiana, totaling up to a total of 157 electoral votes. Out of the state of New York, we can project Kamala Harris will be the projected winner of the state's 27 electoral votes. Out of the state of Minnesota, 9 electoral votes. We can project Kamala Harris is going to be the winner. In the state of New Mexico, 5 electoral votes. We can now project Kamala Harris will be the projected winner. Out of the state of Colorado, 10 electoral votes. We can project Kamala Harris to be the winner. Going on to some of Mike Pence's victories, CNN can project Mike Pence will be the winner of the state of Nebraska, 5 electoral votes. Out of the state of North Dakota, 3 electoral votes. CNN can now project will be going to the former vice president. Similarly, in South Dakota, 3 electoral votes now for Vice President Mike Pence. Out of the state of Wyoming, another 3 electoral votes adding on to the vice president's column. And we have a major call at this hour out of the state of Texas. This state was supposed to be a lot closer. However, looking at our total numbers right now in the Houston suburbs, which have turned out completely almost an early vote, and a lot of vote down in the border part of the state, we can now project Mike Pence is the projected winner, winning the state's 41 electoral votes. Very crucial win for the Republican Party. And out of the state of Kansas, 6 electoral votes at stake. Mike Pence is also the projected winner. In Louisiana, CNN can project 8 electoral votes will be going for Mike Pence. And we have a major call at this hour. CNN can project 16 electoral votes in the state of Georgia will now go to Mike Pence as he's the projected winner. Similarly, in the state of North Carolina, CNN can project Mike Pence is the winner in the state of North Carolina and winning its state's 16 electoral votes. Now the key race alert at this hour, 15 electoral votes. Michigan currently too close to call. Kamala Harris with a healthy lead. In the state of Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes. We can project currently will be going for, it's too close to call. Kamala Harris currently in the lead. In the state of Arizona with 12 electoral votes at stake, Very close race right now with 42% of the vote in. Kamala Harris currently in the lead. In Pennsylvania, 19 electoral votes at stake. Right now, Mike Pence is currently lead 51.49% to 48.51%. Very close race in Pennsylvania. This might be a deciding factor for this election. Now looking at our race to 270 map, Mike Pence is currently in the lead. He's inching closer to a victory. 230 electoral votes for Mike Pence, 144 for Kamala Harris, with 56 electoral votes. Still in the toss-up column. It is now 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Race to 270 now intensifies as 4 more states close their polls in Iowa, Nevada, Utah, and Montana, totaling up to 22 electoral votes. Out of the state of Nevada, we have a major projection. CNN can project Kamala Harris will be the winner out of the state of Nevada. In the state of Michigan, we can project now that Kamala Harris will be the projector and winning the projected winner, winning the state's 15 electoral votes. Out of the state of Iowa, we can now project 6 electoral votes going for Mike Pence. Similarly, in Utah, we can project 6 electoral votes will be going to Mike Pence. And we have a major projection. CNN can project at this hour that the state of Arizona will now vote for Mike Pence. This is a crucial victory as this is a flip from the 2020 presidential election. Now, out of the state of Pennsylvania, we currently have a key race alert with 92% of the vote in. Very, very tight race, 19 electoral votes at stake. And out of the state of Wisconsin, where 10 electoral votes are at stake, we again have very close race. Mike Pence is just moments away. He's inches closer to the White House, getting that job that he lost back in 2020 as vice president. Now going to be the commander-in-chief, probably with the current data we have. 165 electoral votes for Kamala Harris, 258 electoral votes for Mike Pence, with 29 electorals still outstanding. It is now 11 p.m. on the East Coast, and this might be a moment of history as we have polls closing in the Midwest at 11 p.m. California, Oregon, Washington, and Hawaii, and Idaho. This might be a big moment as America could lead towards having its first male president or have Mike Pence back in the White House. Out of the state of California, CNN can project 55 electoral votes will now go to Kamala Harris. Similarly, in Oregon, another 8 electoral votes CNN can project will go into the Kamala Harris column. Out of the state of Washington, Kamala Harris, we can project, is winning the state's 12 electoral votes. Out of the state of Hawaii, CNN can project 4 electoral votes will now go in the Kamala Harris column. Out of the state of Idaho, CNN can project Mike Pence is the projected winner, winning the state's 4 electoral votes. And out of the state of Pennsylvania, it is still a key race alert, currently too close to call. An exact tie with 99% of the vote in. We're going to have to see how the last couple counties end up voting to see who's going to win the state. And in Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes at stake, 2% difference with a considerable 18% of the votes still outstanding. Currently too close to call. Taking a look at the race to 270 map, currently Kamala Harris is behind 244 electoral votes, so Mike Pence is 262, 29 electoral votes still outstanding. The race is going to come down to the Midwest to see who wins the election. And we are about to find out, America, who will be the next president of the United States at 1 a.m. as we have calls now from Wisconsin, the state of Pennsylvania, as well as the state of Alaska. We can now project Mike Pence is the projected winner. CNN can project Mike Pence will be the next president of the United States, reaching the 270 electoral votes needed to win the race. He does this by winning in the state of Alaska and its 3 electoral votes, out of the state of Wisconsin and its 10 electoral votes. This is a major flip back from 2020, and out of the state of Pennsylvania, this puts him over the top with 19 electoral votes. Very big day for the Republican Party as they have retaken control of the White House. Again, the final electoral map is 294 for Mike Pence, 244 for Kamala Harris. CNN can project Mike Pence will be the 47th president of the United States, leaving the Democrats as a one-term presidency. You can see this map shifted from 2020 as you flip states back from Arizona and Georgia and the state of Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, while keeping some strongholds like Florida, North Carolina, and Ohio. Guys, I want to thank all of you for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. So I'm going to start doing a little bit more election nights. This election night took a little bit more time to do. I hope you guys noticed the higher quality. I was really invested in giving you guys the best quality election night. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be up to date with our latest content. Hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.